Yeah, biscuit. Right, I've done a tiny bit of pencil sketch, don't know if you can see it. I want to do a bit of grass, some pine trees, background hills and that. Should be a pretty easy one. Wet my sky. Down to that pencil line there. That's sand. And mix a bit of blue up. Let's put a tiny bit of Payne's grey in my blue just to dull it a bit. A bit more. Let's try that. Right, I want to soften that a bit, so do a bit of that like that. There we are. Softening a bit. Just dry my brush at the bottom there, soaking that bottom bit up. Or I could just dab it with a bit of cloth. That's it, that's my sky done. Now, I want a right fine sort of creamish colour, I'm thinking. Slightly creamish colour. I'm going with a bit of blue and just try that. Just for an hill. It's right distant. That's barely going to show up by the time that's dried. I think that'll barely show up. If I can stick a tiny bit more on. Let's say something like that. And then I think I'll go for slightly stronger. Come in across. Oh yeah, that's better. Like that. A stronger one. Right up there. Well, right down to this bit here. Into there. Like that. And then I'm going to go really strong. So just mixing. Oh, it's carrying away there. Try that. Try this one. I'll make this one bigger. Make this one the tallest. There we are, look at that. Like that. Looks nice. Come down there like that. Right down to this line here. There. Sand. Now I keep saying I'm trying to make these things educational. So I've been thinking, what's more educational than maths? Maths is important in it. So at the end of the day, right, there's three kinds of people in this world, right? There's them that can count and them what can't. So I want to be in that category of them what can. Thank you very much. Right, now just gonna plop in some pine trees. This is gonna mist because the paint's still wet, but that's good because that's what's gonna make it look nice and distant. Over here. Down into there. That's it. And that'll do, and then mist down into there like that. that. Distant pine trees, and then I'll have some more here. Something like that. Same again, they're going to look far away, but that's good. Something like that. Yeah, that's that. These ones look closer. Might bring these ones in a bit more. Just these ones here. They look a bit closer to me. I just do a bit of something like that and bring them in closer because they're bigger, so probably a bit closer. Something like that. There we are. Maybe they're coming in there like that, perhaps. I'll get front of some of them. Something like that. What's that? Sounds a pan. Right, now get some light green in there. Nice little bit of light green, just mixing a bit of colour up. That's pretty good, I think. Bit of that in. Just talking to my son while I mix these colours up. There we are. Some more. That's it, perfect. Oh, back to maths, right? I wasn't good at maths at school. Useless. Just tried hard. Just no good at it. Let me just weaken that a bit. Added some water into that. Just to weaken it. That's it. Yeah, I'm happy with that. And then I'm thinking some bright yellow, perhaps, to contrast even more. Get some more yellow into that, that's it. Yeah, useless at maths at school hour. It's as though I found every other number a bit odd, if you know what I mean. I'm just absolutely crap at it. Take that right up there. Right into there. I've got quite a lot of water on my brush at that. And then just on a couple of places I'll touch it so my colour runs down. And I think I'll just sort of do that same on here. Do that. Did a lot of water on this brush. To there like that. Right, now I'm going to have to dry my brush and just soak some of that water out. Else it'll take forever to dry. Not forever. No. Try it again. Take some more out. Sounds a band. I think I'll put that little puff in there. Something like that. Some of that. What's that? Try that. That'll do. There, sound. Right. I'll tell you what though, I might have been crap at maths, but I did make sure that I learnt the basics. It's imperative that you learn the basics. For example, 2 plus 2. That is 4, by the way. Add a couple of extra colours in here. Something like that. Just dabbling in extra stuff. There's a bit of yellow in there. That's a bright green, looks nice. You can stick a bit of blue in. Just dabbed a bit of blue in there. Some more green. Yellow. I'm just altering my colour all the time to make it look interesting. Bit of brown. Some dark colours in there. A little bit more yellow. It's going to be mucky now because I've still got that brown paint on my brush. But I always find muddy colours often look quite realistic. Bit more yellow in there. Oh, let's try a bit of that. Oh, that's nice. More green. I might come in and soften a bit of this with a bit of water. Just probably near that path. Yeah. Soften a bit of that in. Just near my path. So there's not just a sudden edge where my path is. Oh. What's that? Now, probably thinking some great big trees. In fact, now let me pop in some really dark colour and get some rocks in. A few rocks in here. Now, obviously, when it comes to maths, you're going to need to know about your quarts, your eighths, your half ounces, and your ounces, etc. You're going to need all that. That's sort of obvious, isn't it? Well, a couple of rocks there, a couple of rocks here, and then I'm going into a really brown colour. Having a couple more rocks in there and there like that. That'll do. Mixing a bit more. Right, I'm just going to. Now I'm going to let them dry a bit before I scrape them in because I don't think they're ready yet. Mixing a bit more. Oh, that's a nice green. Pop a bit more of that in while that's still wet and soaking. A few darker colours again. There. That's nice. Oh, very nice. Yeah, so you're going to need to know about your quarts, your eighths, half ounces, your ounces and all that lot. I'll tell you a good little tip to use when it comes to maths, right? Now, I don't know, this might be illegal to do it in an exam, but in real life it comes in handy. So if you get caught doing it in an exam, you get in trouble, don't blame me. But use your fingers to count on. You've got 10 fingers plus 2 thumbs, so you may as well use them. They're going to help you count. There, like that. I'll tell you what, I'm going to get this wet brush, just softening some of this stuff up here with this wet brush. Oh, look at that. You only really need 10 numbers anyway. It's like, say if you want something more than 10, just say, can I have 10 and then another 10? Or can I have 10 and then another 8? Or can I have 10 and then another 7? Or can I have 10 and, well, you get me drift, you know what I'm on about, innit? So basically, let's say you walk into Butcher's. Hello, can I have 10 sausages and then another 7, please. Thank you. Oh, now hang on a minute, Mr. Butcher. I think I've been a little bit greedy. Tell you what, just give me 10 and then another 6. That'll be sound. Thank you very much. Oh, actually, while I'm here, I think I'll have 10 slices of bacon, please. 10 slices of bacon and then another 6. Oh, in fact, actually, I'm a little bit peckish. I'll have 10 slices and then another 7. In it. That's how you do it. You only need 10 numbers. And that is your basics. There we are, I'm pouring in a few blades of grass now. That's how you paint grass. Wicked. Don't go mental. If you go totally menstruals and stick this everywhere, that's going to look daft. So, a few little bits, just plenty. That's enough. Right, I think it's time for a dry. Yeah, give it a dry. Sounds a band. Said, never talk out of your bum bum when you've just had a curry. Right, now then, I'm going to put in now, where's my brush? Lost my brush, what's there? I'm going to put in now some closer pine trees. Just keep making it really dark green, that should do it. So these can come in here about here, I think just about there, on there, there, and then there's a big sort of bulky thing here. This one looked a bit different to others. Oh, sorry, my arm's going to be in the way for this. Can't do it any other way. That's one there. There. Oh, my paint's a bit thin. I need fatter paint for this. Let's try that. Better. There you are, my handwritten way out. I'll be able to get out of my way for this one. This is the. This one sort of like bushy for some reason. Maybe it's more a massive bush or something like that. Just like that. Something like that. Oh, so that's that. Right. I think I'll put a little man in. my maths teacher always used to say you can make 7 an even number by removing the S. I think that might have been algebra. Well, I'll be honest, I don't know nothing about algebra. I never took it at school. When it come to that, we had a choice. We could either do algebra or French or Germans or English. So I picked English, although I wished I hadn't done, because I'm crap at it. Yeah, picked English. It's a little bloke. There's these people, right, called quantum physicalists, right, and they're so good at maths, right, nearly as good as darts players. Darts players is the best of all when it comes to maths, but these are nearly as good. That brown's run down her back. I'm going to make her a girl. It looks like she's got long hair. That were what they call an happy accident. Looks like a girl. Cool. It's a little girl, or a big girl with a big dog. It's a little dog. Little chick. Let's put some shadows in. Which way is my light coming in? I'll tell you what, it's coming in this way. I can put it in any way I want, because what do I say? The world is my lobster, so I can do whatever the heck I want when I'm painting these pictures in it. Right, put my 2 bods in, Peter and Paul. Get me tiny little brush for that. 2 bods, Peter and Paul. Stick them in. Where shall I pour them? Tell you what, pour them up here today. This side, I normally go up to the side. Just pour them this side today. Peter and Paul. There we are. Then come in just here. Put it there. Do it. Tell you what else I'm going to do. Just before I finish. Pop in just a few grasses with this one, just in there, I think. Just a couple there. Couple there, that's enough. There we are, signature 2 bods, couple of girl and a dog. Jobs are good and I've made it educational, because we've done a bit of maths and that in it. So I've done a really sensible, I think quite an intelligent video today. Just think they look a bit strong, them trees there look a bit strong. Light's coming in that side, so I'll dab them down that side. Just look a bit strong to me, a bit like a solid lump of black. Tell you what, I'll show you what to do. Right, that just looks a little bit strong. So I'm try and get in close on it. Move it back in. Try and do something with it. So let's say my light's coming in this side. So I don't know if you can see what I'm doing there. Just loosening a bit of paint off there. In here, that just looks a bit like one big block. So let's dab that now, see what happens. That's better. And then these side bits, the edges of it, especially on this one, look a bit harsh. So soften them a bit. There we are. Look a bit more like a bush. Not better. I think it's a bit less blocky, isn't it? On this side again, take a little tiny bit more out, perhaps, and a bit on that one. Give that one more dab. I think that looks better. There we are. That just looked a bit harsh and blocky. There, that's better. Still not keen on them trees there. Right, just show you what to do. Again. You know what, I think I might. I'll just try and soften them a bit more. Something I don't like about them. I think they're just a bit too harsh. Try and bring this background a bit stronger, perhaps. But if you're not happy with something, you can always alter it a bit with watercolour. So I've got these trees here. Gone into this background a bit more. These trees here, strengthen these ones up a bit more, and it'll pull them back a bit more. There's a wet brush. That's it. So into these, bring that down a bit. There we are. That's looking better. That looks better to me, not as blocky. Bit there, what's tripped through, actually looks quite nice. That brush. That's better. That'll actually dry lighter if I dry it. So, but yeah.